Yeah, welcome back, children. So in the last session, we have studied about displacement reaction, type of displacement reaction. I told you about the displacement reaction where highly reactive element displaces less reactive elements. So examples also I have given you about non-metals also and metals also. Aditi Naik. Aditi, ನಾಳೆ ಸರ್ ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಸ್. So school will start from tomorrow.
ಚಿಕ್ಕನಿತರ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ರಂತಲ್ಲ ಕರೋನಾ ಬಂದ ಇವ್ರು ಕ್ವಾರಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
Utsav, please unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourself. Okay. So next part of the lesson, we are going to study about double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction, or it is also called double decomposition also. Displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, or double decomposition reaction. Double decomposition reaction ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. Double decomposition. Okay, sir, book ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, don't worry. So carbon is one extra. So carbon is one extra is given over there. Nothing worry. So apart from carbon, you learn it just for its coding. It's coding. Just it will be very easy to remember. That's all. See, I can remember very easily about the reactivity series. Please stop calling me a cute zebra. I like her calling me smart guy. See, finished. You can easily remember the reactivity series. Is it easy to remember? Is it easy to remember? Yeah, do like that. So if you remember this, finish that sentence you remember. That sentence you remember, it's easy to remember. That's why. Okay. So next is double displacement reaction. So double displacement tells about here the elements from a compound, they are displacing twice. They are displacing twice. So we'll write the definition, then go for the example. It is a type of a reaction in which two ionic compounds mutually react together by exchanging their radicals. Exchanging their radicals or ions to form two new compounds. So it is a type of reaction. It's a type of reaction in which two ionic compound. See, two ionic compound. So ionic compound means a compound formed by donating or gaining of electron. So ionic compound, two ionic compounds in their aqueous state, in their aqueous state, correct it? It is a type of reaction in which two ionic compounds in their aqueous state. Aqueous state means in a dissolved state. In dissolved state, mutually react together by exchanging their A radical, one example I will give you. Well, an example, AgNO3, silver nitrate. This is silver nitrate. Silver nitrate will react with the NaCl, that is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. So two ionic compounds in their aqueous. This is also ionic compound. This is also ionic compound. Why they are ionic compound? Because silver nitrate. To form silver nitrate compound, silver is donating 1 electron, nitrate is gaining 1 electron. 1 electron. See here, both get cancelled. AgNO3. This is the ionic compound because one element will donate electron, another will receive electron. Another is received. This is anion. Anion receives the electron, cation donates the electron. The compound formed by donating and gaining electron is called as ionic compound in their aqueous state. So if it dissolve in water, if AgNO3 is dissolved in water, then it is called aqueous solution. Aqueous solution. So this is also aqueous. This is also aqueous. This is also aqueous. In aqueous state. In aqueous state, this both compound will react. This both compound will react in aqueous state. In aqueous state to form a two new product by mutually exchanging their radical. Mutually exchanging their radical. So these are radicals or ions. These are ions. See, this is a +1. This NO3. This is -1. This is +1 oxidation state, then this is -1. Already you know it. Here what happens? Mutually exchange the radicals. See, this is sodium. So sodium. See, sodium will react with displace. Sodium displaces AgNO3. In case of AgNO3, sodium will come over here. Cl will react. Cl will react with Ag and becomes AgCl. AgCl. See here simple tricks it is. So cation do not bond. Cation do not bond. That's why cation will react with anion to form AgCl. AgCl. Why AgCl? Because +1 -1 both get cancelled. What is remaining over here? Na. Sodium will react with NO3. So two new products. So mutually exchanging their radicals. Mutually they are exchanging their radicals here. Mutually they are exchanging their radicals. That's why it's a double displacement reaction. Or we can simply call it as double decomposition reaction also. Double decomposition reaction also. Is it clear? So this is one example I can give. Can you like many more examples are there. So the first example I have given you. Understood? So first example. Here what happens? Here after this reaction, one of the compound will be insoluble. See, both are aqueous state. Both get dissolved. Both get mixed. The reaction happens. After the reaction, what happens? One insoluble compound will be formed in a solution. So when these both get mixed, it becomes a solution. Now, in that solution, after the reaction, one insoluble compound will be formed. Insoluble compound is formed. That insoluble compound is called as precipitate. That insoluble compound is called precipitate. ಅದನ್ನ precipitate ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Insoluble compound formation ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ precipitate ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And sodium nitrate will be available in liquid state, liquid form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದು. So in the sodium nitrate solution, AgCl will be there in insoluble state. Insoluble compound will be formed, and that insoluble compound which is formed is called precipitate. That insoluble compound is called precipitate. Is it clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Have you understood? So I have written this. So I want to write one more definition over here. Precipitation reaction. It is a double displacement reaction in which precipitate or an insoluble compound is formed. Insoluble compound is formed. This reaction is called precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. See, precipitate formation ಆಯ್ತು. Double displacement reaction in which PPT is formed, or short form. In short form we call it as PPT ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಬರ್ಕೋಬಿಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ. Precipitate is called as PPT. PPT is formed. An insoluble compound, that is precipitate. That is PPT. Precipitate. Insoluble compound is formed that will settle down in the test tube. AgCl is a precipitate over here. Insoluble compound is formed, that is AgCl, and it is represented by downward arrow mark. One more sign which is used in the chemical equation. To write the chemical equation, one more sign is used. We are using more symbols. So chemical equation means what? Symbolic representation of chemical reaction is called chemical equation. So represent the chemical reaction, we use many of the symbols. One more symbol is added to your bunch, that is downward arrow mark. Downward arrow mark refers to that a precipitate is formed. Both will be colorless. See, these both are colorless liquid. Colorless liquid, and after the reaction it turns to white color. If you keep it undisturbed for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, all this AgCl gets settled down because it's insoluble. It is insoluble in nature, that's why it will settle down and you can get clear liquid oxide. See, this is a test tube. After the reaction, AgNO3 will settle down here. This is AgCl, and here you can see the NO3 solution, sodium nitrate solution. This is about the double displacement reaction. One more example we can give over here. I'll give one more example. So I am going to run this. So you write the reaction, I'll write it in sentence over here. Lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide. Run this reaction. Complete the following reaction with using all the symbols of chemical equation. Write the equation. Write the equation. This is also example for. This is example for double displacement reaction. So we'll see who will write the reaction. We'll see who will write the reaction. Example for double displacement reaction. Lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide. Potassium iodide. Okay, Pranav Agade. Already he has done with the equation. He has done with the equation. Others. Anudeep Agade, Vaishnavi, Rachita. Others. Abhiram, Aditya, Chaya, Diksha Bhatt, Kushi Naik, Parag Agade, Prerana, Rishi, Sri Krishna, Yashaswini, everyone. Reply with your answer in the chat box. Reply with your answer in the chat box. Vaishnavi, I think your equation is wrong. Vaishnavi, your equation is wrong, I think. Your equation is wrong. Okay, lead nitrate. How to write lead nitrate? PbNO3. PbNO3 twice is lead nitrate. So, correct it. Pranav Agade. Lead is +2. The valency of lead is +2. Pb +2. Lead is +2. Correct the equation. PbNO3 plus potassium iodide. Ki. Both are in aqueous state. Remember that. Again, these both are in aqueous state. So definition tells that it's a type of reaction in which two ionic compounds in their aqueous state mutually react together, mutually exchanging their radicals. Okay, so we'll do it. So this is +2, this is -1, this is +1, this is -1. So potassium will react with iodine. So what happens is PbI2. So PbI2, potassium iodide is formed. Plus what happened? Potassium. This potassium which is present over here, it will react with the NO3 to become potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate convert ಆಯ್ತು. Potassium nitrate ಆಗಿ convert ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Potassium nitrate. So this is the PPT over here, insoluble compound, which is yellow color. Yellow color on the precipitate formation ಆಗ್ತದೆ. That's the best confirmation test that is being potassium iodide is formed. Yellow PPT will be formed. Is it clear? If this reaction which happened, if we keep the test tube where the reaction happened undisturbed for 10 to 15 minutes, all this potassium iodide which is present in the test tube will settle down and a clear solution will be formed. That clear solution is nothing but potassium nitrate. So this is about the precipitation reaction. Here are doubt idea. Pranav, have you corrected the equation? Pranav, Vaishnavi, I hope you have corrected the equation. Okay, Aditi Naik, yeah, you are right. So balance the equation. So balance the equation. Whenever you write the equation, you have to remember to balance the equation without balancing. So it is not considered as right. So balance the equation. So potassium. See here in this right hand side, I2 is there. Potassium iodide is 2 over here. So I multiply this side. I will multiply by 2. When I multiply potassium iodide by 2, it becomes potassium becomes 2 and iodine becomes 2. So iodine is balanced over there. Balanced over there. So here potassium is 2 now. So there potassium is only 1. That's why I write by 2 over here. Multiply by 2. So potassium balanced. So nitrogen becomes 2. So by writing 2 over here, nitrogen became 2. Already nitrogen 2 over here. NO3 twice. NO3 twice means that this 2 represent the N also. This 2 represent for nitrogen also. That's why nitrogen is also balanced. What about now? This one. Oxygen. 2, 3 are 6. So already 6 oxygen is already available. Already available. So already now it is balanced. The equation is balanced. So this is about the displacement, double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. So in double displacement reaction, there is a one more reaction which is called as neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction is a reaction in which acid and base will react. It is a reaction in which no PPT is formed. No PPT, no precipitation is formed. It is a reaction in which no PPT is formed. PPT formation ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Neutralization reaction. So it is a type of. It is a type of double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction in which PPT precipitation is not formed. Precipitation is not formed. So we can write like this also: when acid and base react together, salt and water is formed. Salt and water is formed. This reaction is called neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. I'll give you the example for this reaction. Here, HCl reacts with the base called as NaOH. So both are again ionic compound. These are also ionic compound. HCl is also ionic compound. NaOH is also ionic compound. Both these ionic compound mutually exchange their radicals. To form a two new product. Here see, here what happens? Sodium will react with chlorine to form NaCl. NaCl salt is formed. Then OH hydroxide will react with Hu. So H2O is formed. This is known as neutralization reaction. Here there is no PPT is formed. PPT formation PPT is not formed. So PPT is not formed. That's why this reaction is called neutralization reaction. It's called neutralization reaction because PPT is not formed. If PPT is not formed, then it is called a neutralization reaction. It's a type of double displacement reaction. Understood? So this is about a two types of double displacement reaction. Is it clear? So whatever, if you have any doubt, please ask now. Any doubt here? Write down one more. Write down one more. You only write it. I'll tell you the reaction. When sodium hydroxide react with ferrous chloride. When sodium hydroxide reacts with ferrous chloride. And sodium hydroxide reacts with ferrous chloride. Sodium hydroxide reacts with ferrous chloride. I hope you remember the valency. Ferrous. What is the valency of ferrous? Yeah, Yashaswini, what is the doubt? Yashaswini, good day. Yashaswini, doubt? So you mentioned you have a doubt in the chat box. Yashaswini, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting your doubt. I'm waiting for your. So I told you, see, every reaction, reaction ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Reaction ನೋಡದೆ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. You have to perform the reaction and see it. Understood? So all these reactions has to be done. I'll show you that reaction in the when you come to the school in the laboratory. We will see that reaction. Yeah, we cannot just guess by writing the equation. We cannot write. We cannot by writing the equation. We cannot guess the PPT. So you have to see. You have to see the reaction. We have to observe the reaction. Then we have to decide which is PPT or which is an insoluble compound formed during the reaction. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah, read the reaction. This one. So sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH plus ferrous chloride, ferrous Fe plus 2, Fe plus 2, then Cl minus 3, sorry, minus 1 becomes FeCl2, FeCl2, FeCl2. Right, this reaction. So, say sodium being a cation reacts with NaCl. So, Cl it becomes NaCl. What is remaining now? So, ferrous hydroxide will be formed. Ferrous hydroxide will be formed because Fe plus 2 and OH minus 1. So, it becomes FeOH twice. FeOH twice ferrous hydroxide will form. Yeah, somebody has written. So, very good. Ananta has written. Anant, your answer is wrong, my dear. Vaishnavi is right. Rachita is right. Anant Hegde, your equation is wrong. NaCl plus H2O, no. It becomes ferrous hydroxide. Ferrous hydroxide it becomes. So with this, we'll complete the today's session. So we'll complete the today's session. Next concept of the lesson is oxidation reduction, that is redox reaction that we will see in the next class. I hope if you have any doubt, please ask now. If you have any doubt, please ask now. Otherwise, we will end the session for today. And after this, maths class will be handled by Samya Mataji. Yeah, any doubt? Please reply, children. I hope you don't have doubt. If you have doubt, you are coming tomorrow. You are coming for Vidyagama program to school. So we'll discuss over that. Thank you very much for attending the class. Thank you. Have a nice day.